Hey, you guys, let me heart you. Blue, the color of democracy. Oh my goodness. So, I, uh, I'm a copycat. I like Mystic Shadows pendulum board so much that I ordered another one, and I can use it as a mouse pad too in my little divining area here, my table. Excuse me. Swallowed rum. It's all good. So, um, we're gonna. I ordered one, but I also printed it out and it fit on a whole piece of paper. So it's a little almost egg shaped, but you'll get it. You'll see it. And the other one will be here on Saturday. So this is an energy update for entertainment purposes only. Poke, poke, poke. All right, I am just a messenger. I have no control over timing, no control over other people's free will. I have no control over a lot of things. All I do is ask the questions and give you the answers that I am given by my spirit team. And remember, please, that my spirit team will often answer in final results. Okay? All right, let's get started with some questions. Here we go, you guys. Down here. Okay, where's that pencil? Okay, someone wants to know, is the Republican Party coming down all together at once? Will Liz Cheney bring up a party different than the Republicans? And I added a question, will this party still be called Republican? Because I feel like it's going to be a revamp. Okay. Now the yeses are going this way, the nos are going that way. Unknown, maybe, rephrase, try again. Then we have the days of the week, and we have the letters, and then we have the numbers, and these are astrological signs. These are sun signs, zodiac signs. Thank you, Spirit. Zodiac signs. Okay, let's get moving here. You guys. So good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Clear, please. Spirit team only. White bubble around me. Nothing bad, awful, or sneaky, or dark, or heavy allowed in my space. Archangel Raphael, are you here? That's a yes. Thank you. Clear, please. Cryon, are you here? That's a yes. Thank you. Clear, please. Spirit team, are you here? Ancestors, other angels, guides. Yes. Thank you. Clear, please. Will the Republican Party be taken down all at once? That's a yes. Thank you. Clear, please. Will Liz Cheney head up a different type of party than the current one? That's a yes. Thank you. Will this party still be called Republican? That's a yes. Thank you. Thank you. All right, another question. Will the order that F. Rump put out for married women needing their maiden names in order to vote on their birth certificate, will that go through? Will it be successful? And that's a no. Thank you. Hey, somebody asked why did F. Rump pardon the New York City Mayor Eric Adams? And the message, I got an actual message because he's afraid of F. Rump and wants to be in his good graces because he even stated that he was going to vote for President Harris. Okay. Have the majority of the MAGA lost faith in F. Rump? That's a no. Okay, clear, please. Have the majority of the Republican Party lost faith in F. Rump? No, we're not there yet. We are tipping the scales, though. Thank you. Clear, please. Will SCOTUS change the ruling they made on presidents being immune from prosecution? And that's a no. Clear, please. Someone wants me to do a segment on Anonymous, and I'm going to look into it, but if it feels too dark to me, then I'm not going to be able to do it. And I do get a sense of darkness, although they're trying to do something good. What do I want to say? Sometimes it's the right idea gone about in the wrong way. I feel that it's threatening is the word that I want. They feel threatening. Well, you better step up or else. You better do this or else, or we'll intervene. Well, just intervene already. Don't talk about it, just do it. If you've got the a way to do that, please have at it. Okay. Expose if you need to. Anonymous, please. Will this group Anonymous be successful in uncovering secrets of F. Rump and his party? That's a yes. Thank you. Someone wants to know if we could be jumping back and forth between timelines when the energy says one thing about the space cadet, but we see him in a different setting from the reading. Okay. I'm going to answer that. Hold on. Oh, actually, we don't need this anymore because the pen won't work anymore. Okay. So at some point, I'll be more thorough with the pendulum questions. Okay. And I might go back to it. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's take her as she goes. All right. So again, someone wants to know, could we be jumping back and forth between timelines when the energy says one thing in this about the space cadet, but we see him in a different setting from the reading? Okay. I can't reiterate this enough, and I know it's hard for me to wrap my brain around. Truly. But we all keep saying this is gonna happen in a way that we could never imagine, a way that we could not wrap our brains around. Excuse me, background noise. So I haven't watched Mystic Shadows recently because I was planning to do this. I don't like to be overly informed before and swayed in one direction or another. So I haven't watched that. I did catch a title of Libby's from Meister Tarot that was asking Newsom or Harris. And I asked the question of the pendulum, and it's Newsom was a no. Okay, just so you're aware. But anyway, back to the question. Why would they wait this long to have a press conference with him? Does that make sense to you? That press conference was already done. They control the news. We know this. One minute we're complaining about all the news doesn't tell us anything, and then the next we're believing what the news says. Well, we need to pick one. Can't have it both ways. MSNBC is the closest you're going to get to the truth, and even them, they play both sides, and you're not getting all of it. And to me, it's more of an opinion. I mean, yeah, there's a few facts in there, but it's mostly opinions as far as I can tell. And there are some people, Rachel Maddow, okay, she's on it, so I'll give that to her. And there's a couple more. I can't remember their names. Put their other names in the comments for me. I'm not good with names. I can see their faces though. Um, so we need to keep being reassured that things are not as they seem. I was watching Reader the other day that was talking about that. Don't bring that what was it, deep state stuff. Okay, here's an example of deep state stuff that doesn't exist. You remember when they exposed the UFO files? And yes, 85% of the UFO files were blacked out with magic marker. Man, I hated to be the person that had that job. Tedious. President Kennedy wanted to bring that information to the light when he was sitting in the chair. And he was advised not to, and they were right to advise him not to. People, well, I mean, then we had Orson Welles creating issues with people, everybody thinking the world's ending, we're being invaded. And then oh, yeah, let's let everybody know that those are real. Those UFOs are real, aliens are real. It would have caused widespread panic, and the country would have fallen then. So he was advised not to, and he took the advice. Okay. But finally, they did release them. Well, I'm sorry. If that's not deep state stuff, what is? Just saying. Government is sneaky, tells you bits and pieces, edits what they tell you. Stuff happens behind the scenes. And as far as taking care of this nasty business with F. Rump and his other wife there, the space cadet, okay, they're working on it. I hear that the space cadet was given a very large amount of money for a contract from Hexa. Don't worry about that. I know when you hear stuff like that, like you panic. Don't worry about that. That's not going to last either because other countries are pulling other countries are pulling their contracts from him. Mm. So stay calm, put your feet on the floor, notice they're there, stay grounded. Why are we not hearing from Biden and Harris? They're waiting. They've done what they can do. They're not the ones that are bringing the information. They can't. This is an international issue, so it needs to be taken care of from international 3 and 4 letter organizations. Okay? It's all good. It really is. It doesn't look like it. Again, we're not going to hear much. We're going to see what? We're going to see the end results. And as far as I'm concerned, and this is just me, I'll be satisfied with that. I don't need to know everything. We already know that there's stuff hidden and there's a lot of BS that goes on. And it's going to take years to revamp our government. It'll be better. We'll have a sigh of relief that we're not going to have to look at that face ever again. Or spend 4 years like this in a panic mode, stressed out, shoulders hunched up all the time, migraines from it. We're not going to have to deal with all that anymore. We're going to be okay. All right, so I got a new deck, you guys, called the Celestial, Divine Celestial Tarot. It is our all feminine energy deck. It is all divine feminine. Even the kings are females. I knew. Okay. I can barely see. Whoops. Yeah. Oh, there we go, my little letter. Just turn it up, Shelley. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say in a general sense. Spirit team picked out my cards for me today. We're going to stick to one deck of tarot and do a few oracles. 8 of Wands. Message is coming through quickly. I get that. There you go. Message is coming through quickly. 8 of Wands. And stuff has been coming out here and there. Death. Try and get it where the light's not shining on it. There we go. Come on, camera. Camera's being naughty. Okay, so there's a death card. Death, rebirth, transformation. Yippee! Focus on the word transformation, you guys. Birth is hard for the mother and the child. Painful. Lovers, some balance, partnerships. Communities, collectives, us. We are a collective community. 10 of coins. That's an endings card. So that, now I'm going to say something. We're not going to go into the past with this. People want to know, why can't they just recount the votes? It's not as simple as that. You can't recount things that don't exist. You can see what they did with the computers, with the voting machines, of course, but you can't go back and get the burned ones, or the ones that were thrown out, or the ones that were um, hidden, or whatever. You can't go back and count those, and it'd be a waste of time, and it would take too long. I mean, as far as everybody's complaining this is taking too long, and it feels like it to me too. So don't get me wrong on that one. I'm right there with you guys. 3 months we've been doing this. And it feels like 3 years. But the counts, the fraud has already been proven. They've already got that proof. Okay, the voting fraud. Computer-wise, right? They've already got that. The cards have been saying that for weeks. But there's other things need to come together. Again, no loophole. No loopholes. None. And they're working on it. 10 of coins, an ending. Coins, if they represent votes. The ending of the fake votes is what I'm being told. The fake votes. So the ending of he whose name we shall not speak. 2 of Wands, making a decision. Queen of Cups. I'm going to call that our President Harris card today. Queen of Cups. Caring, loving, emotional, but a queen, so emotionally grounded. Strength. Strength in numbers, I just heard. Strength in numbers as far as who does the detaining or arresting. Strength in number. So more than one organization doing this. Strength in numbers. And I'm hearing being backed. Being backed up is what I'm hearing, as in being supported. Two of coins, more balance. But to me, that feels like Harrison Walls. We'll ask the pendulum about the if there will be another election. Okay. We have months on here. Now we'll have them spell out the month. That's okay. Page of Cups. Messages bringing emotional satisfaction, emotional wealth, emotional health. Knight of Cups. Knight's complete a task. This knight's task is to bring, or giving me that word fluidity a lot. Fluidity. 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 Flowing. Flowing. Page of Cups. Bringing a message of emotional healing. Flowing. Eight of Wands. One right after the other. One message right after the other. So Knight of Cups. We're going to have to call our Knight of Cups a messenger too. And her task is to bring emotional healing. That's our head of ICC right there. That's who that is. Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped. Okay, so we do feel trapped. We're doing what we can, and sometimes it feels like we're not doing anything or we're not doing enough. We are. We are adding to the collective of light. Okay. And sometimes that's all it is. It's not about being on camera. It's not about, being on the streets, walking and chanting and holding signs. It's not about that for everyone. You just point that shine of yours in the place where it belongs. So remember, while we're pointing that shine towards the world is transforming. Again, painful, difficult, mountains to climb, barriers sometimes. But that's what happens when we want change. We have to be prepared for the consequences of those changes. And also Eight of Swords for Ephraim already feels trapped. He can't even remember half the orders he signed. He's His cognitive issues have gotten worse. Thank you, Spirit. I wanted to word that properly. Because I'm not trying to be mean. I don't like him as a human being, but he's still a spiritual being teaching us a huge, big, fat lesson. Right? We got complacent. We did. Not just him, not just everybody else. The entire planet has been complacent, especially Americans. So now that we're out of that space of being complacent, and now we're aware, and some are just becoming aware, the consequences of change can be hard. And the biggest lesson my spirit team keeps pointing out, the biggest lesson here is patience. We don't have a choice in how quickly this moves along. We have a choice whether we're patient or impatient, obviously. I'm like past the point of being impatient. Stuff's going to happen when it happens. When it happens, it will be worth it. Remember that. Tell yourself that when you're feeling down or depressed or scared or impatient or irritated or agitated or angry. The final outcome is going to be worth all of this. Not just for us internally, but for the world. Butterfly effect, ripple effect. Okay. 7 of coins. So there's a lot of information there. There's a lot of things being put in place. Coins, now earth energy, coins are earth energy, so it's got to be in a meticulous manner. Did we get Queen of Coins? No, I didn't get Queen of Coins yet, but coins is again earth energy, so in meticulous and slower moving energy. Not as slow as it would have been even 6 months ago, because things have sped up. Some days it feels like it went by in 2 minutes. Some days it feels like it went by in 3 days. I think it depends on how much we're doing and how busy we're keeping. Ace of Wands. New beginnings, you guys. New movement forward. And not just for us, but from organizations. The Emperor. Very grounded. This is a message to stay grounded. I know, my spirit team is a bunch of nags. Focus on yourself and what you're doing. Shine your light out there on people, places, and things, and situations. You're doing the best you can, okay? And I can't say no one, but I personally would not ask for more. You're doing the best you can, no matter what it is you're doing. Everybody on the planet is doing the best they can at any given moment. And sometimes we do better based on different information, if we're paying attention. Yeah, baby. The devil. Breaking those chains, baby. Sword of truth right after that, you guys. Can't make this stuff up. Four of Wands. Miss Libby would call that being restrained, I think, is the word she uses. Four Wands to me in this reading, we're going to call that it's an end result card. Okay, so that's happy home, happy family. Seven of Wands, protecting. We're being protected. We just can't see it. We're being protected by other humans, and we just can't see it yet. Slippery little suckers. Where are you, stinkers? Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Foundational is the word I just got. Foundational. Cooperation. Justice. Some of these cards, I don't think I have to explain them to you. You know what the justice is about. Page of Wands. All these messages, you guys. Page of Wands brings a message that results in movement, forward movement. And the swords, end of a battle, ending, ending of a person, place, thing, or situation, or all of that. Okay, but I'm being told, and it makes sense. Remember that when the people who are going to be apprehended are apprehended and taken into custody, it's going to take a while for things to to calm down. This isn't a one and done. We've been doing one and dones, instant gratification, all that other stuff. I'm guilty of that too. I want to be instantly gratified. Hey, can I get that thing from the store in 2 minutes instead of 2 days? Just like that. All right. I have to practice patience just like everybody else. But yeah, it's just a reminder from the team that you're gonna witness a lot of unrest and you're gonna witness some things that you wish you never saw. But we're gonna be okay. The High Priestess. Let's use our intuition. Use your intuition when you're dealing with things. And I was just given a very straightforward and urgent message to whoever this is for. Please stop watching the news. I know it's hard. News can be addictive. Give it a shot. Of Cups. That is the give and receive card. That is the a hand up for someone in need. That is doing something for somebody else without asking for anything in return. The return is the feeling that it gives you to have done something for someone who was in need. So maybe we're being called to do a little more of that instead of fussing and worrying about, do we have enough of this? Do we have enough of that? If there's somebody in our lives that needs something from us and we have it to give, Spirit is suggesting that we do so. The rewards are emotional rewards. And personally, I think we need some emotional rewards from something that is not external, not from something we buy or something we watch or something we hear, but by doing something for somebody else. And if all you can afford to do for somebody else is shine your light on them, do that. What it's about anyway. Two of Cups, emotional balance. Goodness, you guys. Three of them at once. Oh, yeah, we're ending right there. That's beautiful. Woohoo! Okay, so we have the Chariot. Ooh, focus, quick, forward movement. Go, horsies, go. I hate it when they do that to horses, though. Four of Coins. Holding on to our democracy. We get this one almost every reading. That's holding on to something tightly. And finally, for our last tarot, we'll get some. We'll do the pendulum again once I remember the questions. Oh yeah, okay. And then we've got some oracles. Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. Wishes fulfilled. See the wishes right in the middle ones? First two. Wishes fulfilled. All right, let me gather up these beautiful cards. I wish that video showed them better. I used the camera once. Next time I use these, I might use the camera once. Just do a random card pull, just for the heck of it. Alrighty then. All right, what else do we want to? Oh yeah. incarcerations. And this is the one that is the hardest for people to believe, including me. Okay. But I have to, every time I don't trust what my pendulum says or what my gut says or what my spirit guides say, I find out that I maybe should have because they were right. Just saying, you guys, they're right every time. Maybe not in the time frame we want them to be right. But that's because we're human. All right, now. Spirit team. Oh, Cryon, Archangel Raphael, please show us the energy. Round and round we go. There we go. Thank you so much. Clear, please. What day of the week is it? Thursday, thank you. Clear, please. Can you point to the numbers of the Earth year that it is right now in this current time? Thank you. Next number? 0, thank you. They pointed to a 2 the first time, you guys, if you're listening. 0, thank you. Can you point to the next number in our Earth year, current Earth year? That's a 2, thank you. And the last number in our current Earth year. 5, thank you. All right, then, they know what they're talking about here, so maybe we can get some time frames. Wish he had the months on it. We'll have him, oh, that's right, we're going to have him spell out the months. Can you spell out the month, the Earth month of the year 2025 that F. Rump will be removed from the presidential office? Can you spell that out for me, the month? A. Thank you, Spirit. Can we have the next letter of the month after A? P. Thank you, Spirit. Can we have the next letter of the month? Oh, they jerked my hand. Let's ask again. Can we have the next letter of the month, please? R. Can we have the next letter of the month, please? I. Can we have the last letter of the month, please? Thank you. That's April. So you're telling me that F. Rump will be removed from the presidential office in the Earth month of April, Earth year 2025. That's a yes. Thank you. Okay. Is the space cadet currently being held at The Hague? That's a yes. Clear, please. Can you spell out the Earth month that he was retained at The Hague? Oh, I gotta start over. Sorry, guys. Fell right off my hand. Guys, can Spirit Team, please focus on the pendulum itself, not the chain. I would appreciate it. Okay, can you give us the first letter of the month that the Space Cadet was detained at The Hague? That's a J. Thank you. Can you give us the next letter of the month that he was detained? That's an A. Can you give us the next letter of the month he was detained? N. Are you saying January? Yes. Thank you. Okay. And our usuals. Will Kamala Harris be the President of the United States in the Earth year of 2025? That's a yes. Can you spell out the month that she will become the president, be inaugurated as President of the United States? Can you give us the first letter of the month she will be inaugurated? That's a J. Can you give us the next letter, please? That's a U. Can we have the next letter, please? That's an N. Are you saying June of the Earth year 2025? Are you saying June of Earth year 2025? There we go. It's shaking, you guys. That was a yes. It stopped because I jerked my hand. Okay, here's another. Is F Rump currently under arrest? Yes. Clear, please. Is F Rump currently wearing an ankle monitor to monitor his movements? That's a yes. It's a pretty strong one. Thank you. Can you give us the first letter of the month that he was put under house arrest? That's a J. Can you give us the second letter of the month he was put under arrest? That's an A. Are you saying January? Yes. Thank you. All right, you guys. I got an itchy. Okay. I had an itchy tummy. All right. That's pretty cool. Let's read some oracles. I'm going to thank Mystic Shadows for allowing us to copycat her. My arrogant ego said, "Oh, I should have thought of that." See, I'm human. But instead, I'm going to be grateful for it. All right, so they pointed to the decks they wanted me to use. For some reason, they want me to use a telepathy oracle. We will check on President Harris, a few cards for President Harris, and a few cards for President Biden. Vice President Walz, he's just going with the flow as usual, taking care of his business. Link, the bond of love grows stronger over time. That's telling me that when this is finally put to rest, so to speak, it's not really what I want to say. What do I really want to say? Spirit, help me out here. When this is finally, when it finally comes out that to the public that these arrests have been made, we're going to need to love on each other even more than we are now. Tragic things bring people together or they tear them apart. So, choosing love would be the best choice. It feels better anyway. Anger and frustration is just comfortable. Nah, I take familiar. Thanks, Spirit. Familiar. Can't speak for anybody but myself, but anger and frustration is not comfortable for me anymore. It feels dark and heavy and nasty, like I'm walking through mud up to my kneecaps. And I don't like it. What do the tree keepers have to say? Sit back and relax, Shelley. Oh, keeper of how? They're keeping the how all right, keeping that from us. But we know what the cards say, and we know what the pendulum says. It's coming together. And they wanted sacred creators. We'll give this a one-time shuffle. These already have been shuffled several times. Integrate your knowing. Share your knowledge. Share your thoughts. Oh, back here. Nope. Too light. Integrate your knowing. Share your thoughts. Share what you know about spirituality with people who want to hear it. We don't shove our spirituality on other people. We hate that stuff. I had somebody ask me if I was familiar with Jesus and God. Well, yes, I am actually. I grew up with Jesus and God and believe in both of Jesus and God. I just choose to call my higher power source or the universe. My spirit team is not my higher power, by the way. I think people get confused. That's understandable. I get that. My higher power is not my spirit team. All right, we have the angel connections. I'm being sarcastic. Oh my goodness. You feel an undeniable urge to communicate an important message to someone, and the words flow right out of your mouth. The angels are channeling their guidance through you. You've been chosen as an angel's helper. We all have. Come on, camera, focus. Stinker. There we go. You gotta yell at my camera. I don't know what's up with that. It might be too dark in here, but with the curtain open, it was way too light. I was I was very sparkly. And they wanted the star seed oracles. After this, we'll pull a few cards for President Harris and President Biden. Earth pulsing. This is the starseed oracle. Pulse of the mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Suggestions for grounding. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do President Biden this time first. Those guys. They're bunnies. Did order an animal oracle deck. I got my Oracle of Rama. It has instructions, and as you may have heard me say before, if there's more than two pieces to the instruction, my brain starts to drool. So that would be ADHD. I wanted to tell you guys that so people with ADHD, many of you know this because you probably have it. People with ADHD, we get stuck here, right? It's like we overthink everything. Well, okay, I need a shower. But first of all, it's a chore to even get in the shower because it doesn't create dopamine, I think, is the chemical. It doesn't create dopamine. It's mundane. It's small time. It's not some big huge thing that makes us, feel anxious or excited or anything. So we struggle to shower. I mean, obviously I shower because I would be a hot mess if I didn't, but it takes me forever to do it, right? I have to talk myself into it. So that's just an example of ADHDers being stuck here. Okay, so I have to shower, but first I have to have some coffee. Well, or I should brush my teeth first. Oh, wait, I need to have coffee first. I need to do this. I need to do that. And by the time we get around to doing anything, it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, assuming we're not working. So my last getting stuck episode, and I'm used to it. Don't need any condolences over that, for that either. I learned we women especially mask very well. We mask differently than men, is what I should say. Men mask very well too, but women, we mask differently. So I'm really good at masking, but I'm aware. So I work on it. But anyway, my last stuck episode just happened to be around the time I got COVID. So I was kind of blessed in that. Okay. And now I can't get the strain of COVID ever again. So we're good to go. So I got a couple of blessings out of COVID. Just thought I'd share. All right, President Biden. Enough about you, Sally. Yeah, he feels stuck too. Eight of Swords. He's waiting. He's ready. I don't know why this camera is being so naughty. He's waiting. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, sorry. Very soothing. To a cup. He is feeling balanced though. He's got everything he needs. He knows what's coming. He knows what he needs to do. He knows what he's going to do. He knows what it will entail. Six of Wands. Celebration. He's waiting for that celebration. Oh, my poor bunnies. Maybe it's my glasses. Maybe I just can't see that great. Well, the Chariot. Ready to move forward. Star. He has faith. He has hope. Wish fulfillment. Wish granted. Balance as well. Pouring water into the water. Well, this bunny's pouring water in two jugs of water into the water, but generally in a traditional deck, there would be pouring water onto the land and water into the water. Four swords, rest. Waiting to drop those swords of truth. Sword underneath is the protection. Eight of Wands. Swift movement forward. Messages coming in quickly. All right, a couple more for President Biden. There he is, King of Wands. Two more, I guess. Okay, Two of Swords. Needing to take the blindfold off to see the truth, to make a choice. And he did that. Okay, because that's in the past. He's already done that. Knight of Cups. Working with, we're going to call that our Mark Ruta. Working with agencies to bring it to the public's awareness is what we need to start saying instead of making it happen. There's a lot more people that need to be rounded up. But right now, they have the two most important people. You know how crazy that sounds, you guys. We have to wrap. It's work to wrap our brains around it. Because part of us is like, that stuff doesn't happen. Again, UFOs. How long they hold on to that information? Anything can happen. Okay, enough with the shuffling. Let's get to. Oh, I can take these off. Thank you. Let's get to President Harris. Queen of Wands. In this deck, that is President Harris. We have King of Wands, President Biden. Queen of Wands, President Harris. After this, we'll pull some what's hidden, what lies beneath cards. Hidden future. Woo! The Magician. You go, girl. Transmuting one energy into another form of energy. Transmuting the country, the United States of America. Four Swords. This is my okay. That's it. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Card, but that's don't worry. It's not about she's not going to be the president. That's not what she means. She means she's done messing with these people. She's had enough. She's got all her swords there. Roses. She's got her support, her love. She certainly got our support. Can you imagine all the people in other countries that are sending their light to her and President Biden? Can you imagine that? Massive, massive amounts of light. Positive energy is millions of times more powerful than negative energy. Take my word for it. If it wasn't, we'd have been done for real by now. Ten of Pentacles, an ending. There's all her votes that she will have. Beautiful thing, people. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we had her in this position with the feeling out in the cold, the Five of Pentacles, feeling out in the cold. Her feelings were really hurt. Really, really hurt. But then we have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. And we're going to end on that card for President Harris. All right. Well, let me clear these out of the way, you guys. Now they're telling me to use the other deck too. The roll deck. Whose roll is it? Whoop. I hate it when I see the bomb card. Whoop. Mess around and put it somewhere else. Insecure. Well, that's from. We all know that. Behaving like a grown, I call him the grown man child, grown ass man child. Serious untreated mental health issues there. And his other wife, too. Not just him. Hold on. Something is not. It should be. Here we go. Okay. Anywho, don't get me started. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I do not put down drug addicts and alcoholics. I don't do that. Okay. I just don't. They're not lower than me. They're not worse than me. I'm not better than them. They made a bad choice. And now they're working through that bad choice. Okay. But the space cadet, he's getting the grade A, whatever he's doing, because he's rich as heck, right? And he's out of control. And something is going to happen to him. Here. Lost his mind completely. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out the trash. Get this one every time. You hear Harry Clever. It's my phone. Sex shop. That's that. Is that that Epstein thing? Eesh. Nasty human beings. Maybe I think some of that's going to come out. People keep asking, and I can't seem to get an answer from Spirit Team. Guess we just got an answer. Oops, I said the S word. Oops, I hope they don't, they only look about 7 minutes into the videos. Betrayal, deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted. No kidding. There are too many to name. Maybe someday there'll be a list. Toxic. Okay, Spirit Team, we know all this. Help us out here with something we don't know, if you don't mind. Kicked to the curb. The oligarchs, the sycophants, those little twits of the space cadets. Mental health issues, depression. And again, I'm certainly not going to talk any trash about somebody with mental health issue because of their mental health issue. I talk trash about Trump because he's a jerk. I mean, if you're so rich, you must know there's something called therapy. Check yourself again. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right, one or two more, and then we'll go to the rolls. I guess it's two. We have the S word again, the S blank X word. S blank X blank A L, protection. So that Epstein stuff, they're doing a lot of work to keep that covered up. And again, knowing they effed up. Get these same ones every time. And that's a fairly large deck. Thoroughly, shuffled. I lost my word for a minute. Thoroughly shuffled. All right, let's do our roll deck. All right, Spirit Team. Tell us something we don't know. Would you mind? How about you, Cryon? Why don't you tell us something we don't know, if you wouldn't mind, please? Just sits back sometimes. Let Spirit Team take over. They're on the same page. I just like his energy. Grounded and comforting. Saint, holiness, virtue, devotion, miracle. And we're going to focus on the word miracle. It's a coming. Devotion. A woman who's devoted to the country she lives in. Founder, originator, pioneer, groundbreaker, breaker, entrepreneur. Well, that's her all over the place. The groundbreaker. And not for nothing, that's us too. If we are living in an unprecedented times, then we are doing unprecedented things. We are evolving rapidly. Hermit, practice escape from the world wisdom. That's a message. Stop watching the news. Do your best. You know, if they were really informing people of much, it'd be different. All I need to do is read a headline to know what's going on. I don't have to inundate myself with that watching the actual show. Sometimes I'll Google a question. Did so and so do this or that? And it'll come up with an answer, a short answer. Oh, can't make this stuff up, you guys. Whistleblower, disclosure, exposing, uncover, informant. Yeah. All of them tripping over themselves to tattle on the other guy. It's almost comical. In my head, it's comical. It's like a slapstick comedy. It's like the Three Stooges. They were just smacking each other in the face all the time. Tragic, actually. Vampire. Sucking the life out of the country. Oh, geez, can't read that one. Let me see. Immortality, thirst, bloodlust, bloodlust, curse. Quester, adventure, expedition, discovery, quest, and challenge. Okay, one more. Dragon Rider, epic companion, fire breathing, legend. It's our girl right there. Okay, I just noticed the camera wanted to focus 20 minutes after I had the card held up there. Okay, that's that. Let me think. I'm sure there's something else that I wanted to ask the pendulum, and I just don't remember what it is. I don't remember. It'll come to me. I'll write it down. I'll type it up and print it out, and then I'll ask it the next time. Okay, you guys. That's the energy update. Now I have to go back and listen to myself run my own mouth so I can figure out a title for this bad boy. All right. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. And thank you, Brian. We appreciate you. All right. I love you guys. And I'll see you in the funny papers. Much love and many blessings.